Hello and welcome to One on One on Just Punjabi. Well, through this show, we make you meet those people who are changing something or the other as far as business is concerned or as far as technology is concerned. We make you meet those influencers who drive technology, who drive business. Well, my guest tonight is Dino Luzzi, who is the CEO of Blast Applications. Dino, thank you so much for joining us on One and welcome.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you. Well, Dino, let me begin by asking you a little bit about Blast Applications. I know it went public in 2009. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Absolutely. The company does marketing and develops apps for any type of cell phones. We do Nokia, we do iPhone, we do Android. The company started in 2009 and it wanted to become very focused in the marketing of the new types of technologies.
Sure.
I was intrigued by two young kids texting for like 20 minutes and they're talking to each other, and I asked myself, what's going on? Then back those days, I started looking around. There weren't so many apps around, and the idea of the app, it was to create a game.
Yes.
So everybody associated an app with a game.
Yes.
I have a Nokia phone and I have to download a game, which is, you think is for the kids, oh no, it's for a younger crowd. And I started asking myself, number one, we're going through rough economy times. How can I create more jobs for people? Mm-hmm. How can I make a difference? I've been in this country 32 years and I feel that I've been very successful. So I started doing some due diligence, and I came up with an idea that was totally different. The idea was, what about creating apps for businesses? So at the beginning, we did apps, and we used Facebook, we used Twitter, and I don't feel it was successful, but it was a great experience. Yeah. One of our major apps at the time was for the World Cup soccer. Mm-hmm. And we created some apps. We were selling them for $3.99, and people loved the apps because all they wanted to do was the actual goals. Yes. So I said to myself, you know, there is an interest. Those days, there weren't that many people using apps. Maybe there were like 30 to 40 million people. And then I started exploring more and more. And we came up with another concept called Can Do Better. So we created a website first, and then we created the app Can Do Better. And the young people just loved it. Mm-hmm. They loved to put their picture app and their partners. They loved the fact that users, they were able to vote online and decide who can do better. Okay. So we got picked up from Fox TV, Channel 2, and that put us on the map.
Well, that's a great concept, and let me just tell the viewers a little bit more about it. CanDoBetter.com is a website where you can upload your photo and the photo of your partner, and people can actually rate if you can do better or if your partner can do better. And this concept, of course, yes, when you say that youngsters picked on to it, I can very well imagine how that would have happened. When you say, you know, the end goal, of course, here is to generate more business and make more money. Absolutely. When we talk about developing apps for businesses, what is your model for any business out there, a small business? A lot of our community members own small businesses. What do you think they need for their business to grow through social media? Okay.
This is my concept today. We just went 5 years fast. Vroom, we just moved up. If you look at the website, you got to look at your website as your business card. The days that people say, come to my website, see who I am, they kind of over almost. Mm-hmm. But let's say that's your business card. That's how you introduce yourself. How you create a sales force. You develop an app. Now you got 600 million people that download apps. So you have a sales force through Apple, through Android, through Verizon. Mm-hmm. And that's the key. Right now, if I want to order a pizza, I don't order it online. I just send a text
Yes.
to the pizzeria and go pick it up a few minutes later. In Japan, they've been buying online since 97. They had QR codes in 1997. QR codes never took place in this country because truthfully, we're not educated enough.
Okay.
Right now, all of a sudden, we're waking up and we say, why is everybody having an iPhone? Why is everybody having Android? Why people not talking anymore? But that's what's happening. Everybody's texting.
Yes.
How many emails you send a day? Do you even read your emails?
No.
How many texts you get every day? How many texts you send out? So one of the keys for the small business is to have a marketing app, not just an app. And I've been saying that for 3 years. The last year and a half is when my business started to take off and showing the revenue.
All right. Well, we're going to talk more about your business growing up and how you're actually interested in having investors look into your company. We're going to talk about all that and more, and how your mobile phone, those screens that you look at all the time, how those are being used by companies to target you. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. I'm in conversation with Dino Luzzi, the CEO of Blast Applications, on One-on-One tonight. Dino, as we were talking about your company, Blast Applications, and how you're looking for investors, well, I'm going to come to that, but primarily my reason for having you here tonight is a very selfish reason. I want to know how companies actually make me a target when they want to market any products. Through SMSs. How do the SMSs get to me? How is it that you find my telephone number out of all those telephone numbers and I get a targeted ad sending me what I need to buy through an SMS?
Okay, here comes the little tricks. There are systems that took place, especially in malls, where if you walk into a mall, they can actually capture your cell number.
Okay.
This started about 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And it's starting to take place now. The moment you walk into the mall, they capture your phone number, you get a text saying, welcome, we actually have a great coupon for you today. Come in, stop by, you get 20% off.
Yes.
And that's one way that you can get approached. And that's for specific areas. There are also companies that have access to people's cell phones geographically, and they actually sell them.
Okay.
But that's unethical.
Okay.
The best way to go and to promote a business today is through Apple.
Through Apple?
Through Apple.
Okay.
Because Apple protects you.
Okay.
Now, besides the fact that they're making a lot of money doing this, they have a new system called push notifications.
Oh yes, because when I use my iPhone, typically apps do ask me if I would like to receive push notifications, and of course I say allow.
If you don't, you cannot download the app.
Yes.
So right there, you told Apple that you're willing to accept any push notification they want to send you, which is great for businesses. And it can be also great for consumers, because if you're looking to save money, if you're looking, for example, like if you go to the garage, to a garage in Manhattan, you can spend $60 for like 2 hours.
Yes.
But there are apps that will tell you where to go for like $10 to $12.
Yes.
So now all you got to do is download those type of apps, so you get a push notification, say, oh, by the way, you're on 30th Street. If you come and park 6 blocks down, we only charge you $12. So there is an advantage to this. Well, the one thing we need to overcome is the knowledge. We need for the consumer to understand it and for the businesses to take advantage of it.
Exactly, and that's where I was coming to, is that the fact that when these things started, people were very resistant to it. Like, people would resist the fact that a push notification is coming to them. They would feel insecure. But these days you see the trend shifting. People are very comfortable receiving push notifications. In fact, they want to. As you said, it makes it very convenient. If I'm on 38th Street and I want to find parking and I'm getting a text message telling me where to park, I would be very happy about it. So the shift we see about people earlier initially resisting because of lack of knowledge and the fact that they did not know much about the technology, and now where people are readily accepting it. So when you talk about knowledge, what do you really mean as far as educating the consumers is concerned?
See, one thing is that when we listen to the news, we only listen to bad news. Mm-hmm. There was never a channel that had good news that succeeded. So the consumer gets scared. Like, are they going to steal my social security number? Are they going to steal the money in my accounts? But the reality is, how many people you actually know that they took their money from their checking account, or they stole the social security number?
Yes, no.
Now it's rare. I don't even know. I heard that it's possible. I haven't seen it. So they put a fear into us. Yes. The reality is, look, when the first TV came out, it was in black and white. My grandfather would say, go and watch it all the way at the end of the room. It's bad for your eyes.
Yes.
Was it? I don't know, but look what happened today.
Yeah.
Now we have holograms, we have 3Ds. You know, there is holograms coming out that you don't even need the glasses. What do we need to do? We need to open up, and we need to keep up with the future.
Exactly.
You know, we need to relax and say, my kids, I have little kids, they do everything with apps. I get in the car, and if I need something, I ask my kid, I said, which way should I go? Where can I find this place? Where can I find a gas station?
Yes.
My 9 years old says, give me the phone.
Yes.
You know, and this is what business needs. We need to create jobs. We need to increase revenue in every business. And again, if we look around, there is some sort of economy. I don't want to say that the economy is coming back, but this is what I see. I see people like me, and probably people like you, your husband, that a year ago said, you know what, it's enough already. Let's go to work and let's make money. Yeah. So the economy is through the strength of the American people. And it doesn't matter from which country we came from, because at the end we'll become Americanized.
Exactly.
You know?
Also, we spoke about Blast applications going public and how there is a lot of interest in the market about investing in the company. Tell us a little bit more about that, how people can really invest and what returns are they looking at?
I personally feel that it's a very good opportunity to invest in the open market and purchase my stock. Mm-hmm. Last year we had a return of 306%.
Wow.
Was I expecting it? No. I personally went back to work in 2011, started from scratch, and said to myself what I just said, enough already. Mm-hmm. You know, I didn't come to this country just to see other people succeed. I want to be part of it. The opportunity comes because you got to get in at the early stage. I'm sure you heard the expression, there are three types of people in this world. One that makes things happen, one that watches things happening, and one that says, what did just happen? Yeah. So if we don't give ourselves the confidence, the market the confidence, the economy the confidence, nothing will happen for them, but it will happen for the people that believe. I believe that this year we're going to repeat the same performance we had last year. Yes. We had a 306% return. I'm looking for another 300% return this year.
Wow.
And I'm not going to wait. Of course, I'm not focusing on that. I'm focusing on generating revenue.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, when the company generates revenue, it generates jobs, stock will move by itself.
Of course. Well, we're going to talk more about how you can invest in this business, also how you can grow your business through social media and through apps, but after a very short break. Welcome back to One-on-One on Just Punjabi. I'm sitting with Dino Luzzi, who is the CEO of Blast Applications, and we've talked about how mobile technology has changed its face today and how you are being targeted using those small little screens that you stare at all day long. Well, Dino, before going on the break, we were talking about the fact that people can invest in your company and how your stock has risen over 300%. Now, tell us a little bit about how business owners who are within our community, the Punjabi community, how they can invest in your company, and also how they can invest in social media, how your company can help them out as far as generating a reach is concerned.
Okay. First of all, any business can generate more revenue after they develop their own app. Mm-hmm. The thing that they need to understand is that it's not just one app. It's one app for the iPhone, one app for the BlackBerry, one app for the Android, yeah, and so on. So it's a total really of 5 apps. But if you have a business in New York State, chances are most people have an iPhone. For New York State, Florida, and California, people use iPhone. All the rest of the country, like Omaha, Idaho, it's truly BlackBerry or is an Android. Mm-hmm. Then you have to decide what are you using your app for. The app has to generate revenue, so you want to target your audience geographically. And basically, if your business is in a small town, you have to target that town. There are ways to do that. Every business is different, but the main job of the app is to promote your business. Okay. It's not a game anymore.
Yes.
It's a sales force. And I'm going to keep saying that over and over again. Look at Groupon, how big they became. Yes. You know, what did they do? And I'm doing the same thing. They went to businesses, they say, we're going to promote whatever business you're into, but we take 40% of it. Mm-hmm.
Like a revenue share.
It's a revenue share. And that's what I've been doing for the last 18 months. It took me a good year and a half to have proven records. I had to prove the return on investment. Now I'm getting stronger and stronger, and basically any business that comes to me, there has to be a share revenue. That's why I feel comfortable about my company. If I make 5% for every business that I'm going to develop an app for, in the next 2-3 years, I can have millions of dollars worth of revenues. Yeah. And I can extend and give it so much more work out too. We did, like I did a golf app. We charge $4.99. We are the only company in the world that has a golf app and has the rights to the videos of the actual golfers.
All right.
We have major golfers like Bernard Langer, Kim Choi, and so on. Nobody has that. That took me a year and a half. Wow. I just got contacted I got other owners and developers of apps for sports. Just think, sports. Mm-hmm. And they want to release my app. Wow. So that's the approach I'm taking. Share revenue with every single business that comes to me. Okay. Because just to develop the app, you limit the revenue from my company.
Okay, and what if someone has an idea? Like what if someone comes up with an idea for an app and that's it? He just has an idea and he wants to share it with you. Do you work on that?
Actually, not anymore.
Okay.
For the last 3 years, every day, I had somebody call me with an idea. And they always said the same thing. I'm going to make a fortune. I got the best idea in the world. You develop the app, you market the app, you put the money up front, and then we share it. I probably signed over 100 NDAs. There were 2 great ideas on that, but nothing came out of it. The reason is because you're competing with Apple. And if you think you have a better idea of Apple, the chances are 1 to 10 million.
Okay.
Okay? I'm not saying it's not a possibility, but if you have a good idea, you got to come up with 100 grand behind to do the app and do the marketing, because the marketing is a big, big key. See, when I do a share revenue, I don't charge for the marketing. I just charge for the cost of the app.
Of course. And then, of course, I come to the next part of my question, which I've been asking you, is how can people invest in your company?
The company trades under the symbol BLAP, B-L-A-P, and you can just go online and purchase it. It's on the pink sheets, which is the OTCBB. You can open an account with SkyTrade or Charles Schwab. I always, when people ask me, I tell them don't go through a broker, just open up an account online. Broker charges too much money. Again, it's a way of the future. You can do so much online by yourself these days.
Yes.
The commission is like $8. You go to a broker, probably charge you $50, and when you want to sell, you got to pay the same commission. Besides, take control of your life. Why am I pushing apps? Because you're taking control of your life, you take control of your business. Everything is on your phone.
Yes.
Now you can buy the stock on your phone. You can sell on your phone. You don't need to call anybody. You want to call somebody, ask for a suggestion, call your mother. She always knows best.
Well, on that note, time to wrap it up. But Dino, thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure having you, and you gave us so much insight into this new world, this new mobile technology that is there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for joining us on One on One on Just Punjabi. Stay tuned. We'll be back with much more.